President Obama some credit. During his run for the White House, the president promised that he would bring a sense of unity back to American politics. In at least one sense, he has succeeded. His plan to give the mastermind of the 9/11 attacks a civilian trial in the middle of America's largest city has brought the country together in opposition to Obama's reckless endangerment of national security. Ever since he was captured in Pakistan in 2003, Khalid Sheikh Mohammed has been held outside of the civilian justice system. Since 2006, he has been in custody at Guantanamo Bay. During that time, he has confessed to planning the 9/11 attacks, the first bombing of the World Trade Center, and the attack on a nightclub in Bali. He has also admitted to orchestrating several unsuccessful plots, such as the attempted attack by shoe bomber Richard Reed and a plan to crash an airplane into the tallest building in Los Angeles. And he has proudly acknowledged that he personally beheaded Wall Street Journal reporter Daniel Pearl in Pakistan. People like KSM are precisely the reason that military tribunals were created in the first place. As the former head of al-Qaeda's propaganda efforts, there is no doubt that he will attempt to turn a public trial into a soapbox for al-Qaeda's views. And as one of the most operationally important members of the terror group, KSM's trial in a civilian court would risk disclosing an abundance of intelligence secrets to America's enemies. This isn't just a theory either. It's precisely what happened during the trial of the blind sheik in 1993, when American intelligence methods were revealed to Osama bin Laden only days after being exposed in court. Yet despite all this, Attorney General Eric Holder decided to give KSM and other terrorists charged with attacks on the American homeland trials in civilian courts. And to add insult to injury, they plan to locate them in Lower Manhattan, just a few blocks from the former site of the World Trade Center. Apart from painting a giant target on the Big Apple, estimates for the costs of protecting the city during the trial run as high as $1 billion. As a result, everyone from New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg to Senators Chuck Schumer and Kirsten Gillibrand, both Democrats from New York, are telling the president to take his trial somewhere else. And the administration seems to be falling in line. It's good news that the Obama White House might be wising up a bit on this issue, but let's not lose sight of the real issues here. Just moving the KSM trial to another city won't change the fundamental danger of giving constitutional protection to terrorists hell-bent on destroying our way of life. The trials of individuals like Khalid Sheikh Mohammed shouldn't be going on in any American city. They should be happening in front of a military tribunal at Guantanamo Bay. What's really at stake here is if we are going to acknowledge the reality that we are at war with terrorism. For example, in explaining her support for moving the KSM trial out of New York, California Senator Dianne Feinstein said, "I think the situation has changed with the Christmas attack." But nothing could be further from the truth. The threat remains the same as it was the day before the Christmas bombing, the day before the Fort Hood shooting, and even the day before 9/11. We are at war, and we ought to start conducting ourselves as if we intend to win. That process should begin in a military courtroom at Guantanamo Bay. That's this week's Freedom Minute.